Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to bust some myths about exercise in pregnancy. Specifically today's video we are going to be talking about heart rate. One of the common misconceptions in exercise in pregnancy is that we have an upward limit for our heart rate during pregnancy. A lot of clients within the Barbell Mamas ask us, do I have a limit? I was told that my heart rate shouldn't go above 140 to 150 beats per minute. Is that true? We're going to talk a little bit about the research, about where that comes from, and what our recommendations are with respect to what to look out for to know if you are in the right intensity zone for you. First, where do these guidelines come from? The majority of the research that has been done around exercise in pregnancy has focused in on moderate intensity exercise. In that 60 to 75% of our max heart rate, we have an abundance of research to show that it is safe to do moderate intensity cardio during our pregnancy. That is roughly, for most individuals, at a heart rate of between 140 and 150 beats per minute. It does not mean that going above that intensity is bad, but that the majority of our research is in that zone. We now have more and more studies, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, that demonstrate that exercising at vigorous intensity, so 75+% of our max heart rate, is safe for mom and baby. Where some of the concern came was actually one study that was done in 10 elite level endurance runners. In this study, they put them on a max exercise tolerance test, which means that they gradually ramped up the speed of their cardio equipment until they couldn't keep up anymore, and then measured what was happening with baby. What they demonstrated was that in 2 instances, at 90 plus towards 100% of their VO2 max, so they were working extremely hard, there were signs that baby's heart rate dropped. What is really important about this study, one is that heart rate response went back up upon mama stopping exercise. Number 2, babies were born healthy. And number 3, it was a very small study and there was no control group, which is an important part of the research process. Since that study has been published, we now have abundance, or much more abundance. We have quite a few more studies that show that vigorous intensity exercise appears to be safe. And recently we had a study that looked at high intensity interval training in that 90 plus threshold and showed that baby's heart rate didn't drop. It actually increased a little bit, like they were doing a mini workout as well. So it appears to be safe. At the Barbell Mamas, we do not put a cap on where a person's heart rate should go during exercise. What we do is we create a framework where you know what buoys to look out for. If you are exercising and are pregnant, if you feel any dizziness, unsteadiness, like your body is overheating or you're experiencing Braxton Hicks contractions, that is your body's signs that you may be pushing that intensity a little bit too much. The other thing that we bring up to all of our Barbell Mamas clients is rebound fatigue. If you have ever done a really hard workout, you know that the rest of the day you can feel a bit more tired. This is true for anybody, whether you're pregnant or not. But when you are pregnant, that fatigue, it escalates. And it is way worse than when you're not pregnant. And so what that can do is it can make individuals who are pregnant self-select to bring that intensity down, basically because they need to function the rest of the day. If you can be on the couch or you have a desk job that you can kind of be horizontal and that's fine, there's nothing bad about that. But especially for my mamas who have more than one kiddo and they have a toddler that they're chasing after for the rest of the day, that is a situation where individuals may bring down that intensity, and that is totally fine and whatever works for you. If you have any other questions about heart rate during pregnancy, we have a blog up on thebarbellmamas.com that really outlines a lot of the things we talked about in this video. We also are definitely in our comments, so please like and subscribe if this content was helpful for you, and let us know what your advice was from your provider and put it into the comments. We want to hear from you.